Weather agencies that work to keep you safe are facing major cutbacks.
Gulf Coast meteorologist Raphael Tavernier explains how the cuts could impact you this hurricane season.
Sometimes, unfortunately, it does take a major breakdown or a major disaster before people, and that's why we're trying to communicate this now and sort of, get the word out so that that doesn't happen.
Recent government cuts in several agencies, like NOAA, may have a direct impact on how information is relayed to you this upcoming hurricane season. To better understand the importance of data collection and how that impacts hurricane forecasts, I spoke with Andy Hazelton, a physical scientist with NOAA's Environmental Modeling Center in Miami.
The hurricane modeling that we do, that's like HAFS and all the models work on, that's what inform a lot of the forecasts that the National Hurricane Center makes and sort of has led to sort of the forecast improvements that we've seen over the last 30 years. People's lives and property have been saved as a result of that.
With government scaling back and relying on NOAA for years, we wanted to find out how these cuts could impact forecasts.
We haven't really gone through a hurricane season yet, but there's staffing concerns kind of across the board. We lose expertise on people working on hurricanes, obviously. Fewer people trying to do the same work.
Andy has flown many hurricane hunter missions, observing, recording, and collecting valuable data used to help create an accurate track and intensity forecast during hurricane seasons. But with less staffing also comes concerns.
If the hurricane flights are impacted, then we might lose data, and we don't want that kind of situation because we worry about a storm like Otis in the Pacific a couple years ago that was sort of expected to be just a tropical storm and became a Category 5 into Acapulco, and you don't want to see something like that happen in the U.S., and that's why we have all these flights that go out there even when the storm's just starting and trying to get data into the models.
These tubes here from the exterior of the aircraft are what is used to drop these instruments called drop signs. These fall into the hurricane while collecting valuable data such as pressure, temperature, rain rates. Data collected here is what is fed into the hurricane models that determine hurricane track intensity and also giving us an accurate forecast.
Florida residents have come to really rely on these forecasts with all the big hurricanes we've had the last few years. Ian and Idalia and Milton and Helene. That getting an accurate forecast and an accurate track and also intensity, being able to predict this rapid intensification like what happened, that's something we couldn't even do 10 or 15 years ago, and we've gotten better at that, and we want to keep getting better at it.
Hurricane track and intensity forecasts have improved greatly. For example, the 5-day track error in 2024 was nearly as accurate as a 1-day forecast in 1992 when Hurricane Andrew impacted South Florida.
That gives you 3 extra days to get ready and get out if you need to. So it's a big deal. With better forecasts, you don't give false alarms, and you also help warn the people that actually need to get out. We don't want to go backwards and have these forecasts get worse or have the cone have to get larger, because with a smaller cone, smaller warnings, you're able to sort of hone in on who needs to evacuate, who needs to close their business, close schools, things like that.
Hurricane season can be a stressful time, and with changes in staffing, this upcoming hurricane season can present new challenges. But there are a few things you can do to help. Call
your representatives and let them know how important NOAA is and the work we do, and just make your voice known. Just know that NOAA is going to be working hard to try to provide great service, so still count on that, but as always, be prepared, be prepared ahead of time so that no matter what happens with the forecast, you're ready if you need to get out or evacuate, board up your home.
In Miami, Gulf Coast meteorologist Raphael Tavernier.